Hello, my name is Rosemary Kelly and thank you for visiting the Hope Spring website today. The purpose of this video is to give you a short overview of the lymphatic system and briefly explain the risk of a condition called lymphedema. We will also quickly go over some of the resources that Hope Spring can provide to you, whether you're a local resident within the Waterloo region of Ontario and are able to attend classes and workshops, or if you're anywhere else in the world, by providing you with informational links. So, the presentation today is about cancer, lymphedema, and laughter. What is lymphedema? I'm just going to read the slide to you. It shouldn't be confused with lymphoma, which is a cancer of the lymphatic system. Lymphedema is a swelling of a body part as a result of fluid accumulation due to damage to the lymphatic system. It's a chronic, progressive, disfiguring condition that, if left untreated, can lead to changes in the skin and its underlying tissues, causing deterioration and infection. There is no cure, unfortunately, but it's treatable and manageable. Early stages are reversible, but always at risk of progression. It can affect anyone, this is important to note, men, women, and children, and it can occur anywhere, not only the limbs, but in the face, the neck, the back, the chest wall, the breasts, the trunk, and the groin. So you might want to know, what is the cancer-lymphedema link? And the risk occurs with removal of lymph nodes and increases if radiation is part of the treatment. If a person has had lymph nodes removed and radiation, he or she is at a lifetime risk of lymphedema. Some will never show signs of lymphedema, others will experience signs and symptoms within weeks, months, or years after surgery or radiation. So this is what lymphedema looks like. You can see the greater swelling on one side. It's especially noticeable within the hand and the fingers. There's also lymphedema that can occur in the legs. I don't have any illustrations of lymphedema that can occur in the neck and the face, but it is resulting in a swelling. So you might want to know, what is the lymphatic system? And it's a network of organs, lymph nodes, lymph ducts, and lymph vessels that produce and transport the lymph fluid from tissues to the bloodstream. The lymph contains white blood cells, which are called leukocytes, especially lymphocytes, the cells that attack bacteria in the blood. The lymph system is a major component of the body's immune system. It includes the tonsils, adenoids, spleen, and thymus. And this is just a little bit of an overview to show you how much the lymphatic system goes through your entire. Major sites of lymph nodes are in the armpits and the groin area. There are major sites, clusters of lymph nodes also behind the knees and in the neck. How does the lymph fluid move? This is very important. Unlike the circulatory system that is pumped by the heart, the lymph relies on deep breathing, laughter works, and muscle expansion for it to be propelled up through the lymphatic chambers. It moves in one direction towards the heart. Since many of the lymphatic pathways lie just under the skin, it requires only gentle physical movements to help the lymph circulation. Manual lymphatic drainage, MLD, is a specific gentle massage that also helps move the lymph, and it's the gold standard if you are at risk of lymphedema, MLD and CBT. So this illustration is to give you an idea about your lymph nodes and circulation of the lymph. Why do we get a swelling? If you think about lymph nodes as toll booths, and if you think about your lymphatic system as just traffic that's flowing in one direction with all the toll booths open, that's when you have a healthy lymphatic system that hasn't been damaged. If you remove some of those lymph nodes, or if you close some of the toll booths, what happens? The traffic backs up, and if it's in your body, it will cause swelling. So, in other terms, when the amount of lymphatic fluid exceeds lymphatic transport capacity, protein-rich fluid collects in the interstitial tissues, which is the tissues between the cells, is causing pain, swelling, and disfigurement. Subsequently, oxygen availability is reduced to the tissues and wound healing is compromised, providing a welcoming culture medium for bacteria. So there's a risk of a cycle of infection, especially something called lymphangitis. So the programs that I facilitate here at Hope Spring have a common denominator to all. They provide lymphedema education, information, and handouts are always available. The class that I facilitate the most is called Laughing Lymphercise, and basically it's movement set to music, done safely with chairs always used for rest and balance. Props are used for most exercises, bringing an element of fun to each routine. Participants are encouraged to go at their own pace and to stay within their own range of motion in order to avoid pain and injury. The class is ongoing and participants are welcome to join at any time. And this is just an illustration of some of the props that we use in the class. Laughter yoga is something that I also facilitate. This is Dr. Madan Kataria's program. It's modified for safety for cancer survivors as it is done sitting on a chair. Yoga means mind-body, and in the case of laughter yoga, we start with exercises that imitate and stimulate laughter using the breath and the mind to mimic laughter. Feel-good endorphins are created whether your laughter is real or not. Your body cannot tell the difference. Eventually the body takes over and real laughter ensues. How could it not in a room full of people acting so silly? It's funny and infectious. And these are just some illustrations. This is the book by Dr. Kataria about laughter yoga. And just to understand why laughter is so important for your lymphatic system, a good laugh is a great cardiopulmonary exercise. By augmenting deep breathing, laughter uses the stomach muscles to create the healthy pressure and release that moves the lymph fluid, aka diaphragmatic breathing. So this is what's occurring here. Laughter releases endorphins, which reduce pain. And the laughter-lymph connection is important because it's a simple and effective way to help stimulate and strengthen your lymphatic system. I also give lymphedema awareness workshops. They provide an in-depth look into the lymphatic system, lymphedema causes, prevention and management strategies, treatment explanations, information and resources, because it is a very big subject that we can't go into at this time. And I have my own website, rosemarykelly.ca, which provides a lot of wonderful links and resources no matter where you might be. And when I give the classes, I do provide a lot of handouts, and this is just an example of a lot of the information that I provide. I'm also an active part of local, regional, and national, international networks of lymphedema professionals. I'm in touch with Grand River Hospital here, the Cancer Center. I'm the Canadian Lymphedema Framework and the International Lymphedema Framework. I'm accessible online and on the phone. This is a screenshot of one of my 2 websites, Laughing Lymphercise, so if you want to look up more information, please visit that. I'll show you the links at the end of this presentation. This is a screenshot from my website, rosemarykelly.ca, talking at length about the cancer lymphedema link, and you might want to visit that. And these are my 2 websites with lots of information, whether you are local or anywhere in the world. So thank you very much for visiting the Hope Spring website, and we look forward to seeing you.